I had the opportunity in the beginning of April to go on a trip to South America, and I was invited by Tex Gunning, who is a CEO for AkzoNobel, and he's a very special kind of CEO because he's not just about making money, but he's about leadership in a very sustainable way. So while you're setting up a company, not just making your shareholders happy, but making the people that are in the company and making the environment around the company happy, which I think is one of the bases that Get It Done is built on as well. So for me, it was kind of like a school trip. So I joined Tex for a week, and we went to Buenos Aires, to Sao Paulo, and to Rio de Janeiro. And we visited a bunch of the AkzoNobel offices. I went to meetings, I sat in on board meetings, I met with some of the bigger managers in South America. And one of the highlights was that I got to go to the favela Santa Marta in Rio de Janeiro. And a very cool thing what AkzoNobel is doing is that they have their whole marketing campaign is based on bringing color to people's lives. But they want to take that a step further. So what they're doing is they're actually painting poor places. So for example, there's this poor favela, and they come in with their employees and they paint the whole favela. Or an area, of course, because you can't paint a whole favela in a day, because they're big, very big. But I love the philosophy behind that. So at the one hand, you're a big commercial company, and on the other hand, your philosophy is to bring colors to people's lives. And you're doing that by not only bringing color literally, but also by bringing a social impact. And the Let's Color campaign has a very big goal, because I think it's 2014 WK or 2016. I'm not a big soccer fan, so forgive me, all you soccer lovers. But somewhere in a few years, the WK is going to go to Brazil, and they're going to paint a whole favela of Santa Marta. So we went to visit the favela, we talked to the people there, we talked to the project leaders, and one of the big things about this is that you're not just painting a favela, you're not just making it nicer and making it a better living environment, but at the same time, there's all these social structures that have to be made for this huge project to actually come to be. And so I was kind of philosophizing with Tex and with the Brazilian people who worked for the project, if maybe Get It Done could adopt some of the social projects. So if there's schools in the favelas that need money or that need to get done, or if there's a hospital, or if there's a playground or anything that we can help, that we could partner together with AkzoNobel to get this favela into being an amazing place to live instead of a very difficult and very dangerous place to live in that it's right now. So it was a very inspiring trip to be with somebody who leads such a huge company and who has such high values about the team, that the team is so important, and at the same time that it's so important to, what's your footprint, what's your social footprint, what's your footprint in the environment, what is the footprint that you leave as a human being on this planet. I thought that was very inspiring. And of course also to look at Get It Done. We're so small, we're just a group of, small, crazy, enthusiastic people who have a dream, and, how can we take this a step further? So, so it was great. One of the most inspiring, Tex Gunning is a very inspiring man. If you check him on YouTube and listen to some of the things he says, you will be inspired, guaranteed. One of the things that inspired me was that he said that it's not about giving people love, money, housing, anything. It's about activating them. So when you're building, when you're giving people houses, first have them build their neighbor's house, and then they will get their own house and the neighbors will help them build their house, which I think is a groundbreaking idea, because if we can, and very much, appeals to what we want to do with Get It Done, because it's all about our movers. If we can get our movers to move other people, then that's the fundament of Get It Done. We're not just giving people, we're giving people so that they can give other people. We're not just getting things done, we're getting things done so that those people can get other things done, and those people can get other things done, and that way we're getting the whole world done, which sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. So I think that that's a very great focus that we should have, at Get It Done, that we're not just fundraising, we're not just getting projects done. No, we're activating people, we're moving people. We're starting a movement of people that want to see things getting done, basically.